Hello, my name is Michelle Smith with Teach It On Up, and I am going to show you today how to operate PearDeck within your classroom with the teacher dashboard and the view on the board. So let's teach it on up. Okay, I am going to show you how I get started with PearDeck. And so as you can see, I have my slides already made over here, and I have opened up my PearDeck extension. And the way that I do that is I go to Add-ons, and then PearDeck for Google Slides Add-on, and then I would click Open PearDeck Add-on. Now, if you've not already installed this, and you need to do that from the Google Chrome extension store. Okay, so you'll have to add that, and you might have to access it with your tech person. I have the paid subscription because I think it's completely worth it. It offers this draw tool, which is what I use most often for annotating text. But there are several other options as well. So make sure that you get that paid subscription if you feel like it would be worth it. Otherwise, I think you get just the text, choice, and number options for the free version, which is also awesome. Very beneficial. So anyway, what you do is you go to Add-ons, PearDeck for Google Slides Add-on, and then you open your PearDeck Add-on. And it's going to pop up this little bar over here. Okay, so then after it does that, and you go through, so you'd have to add all of these. So I put that they could draw on this, so it says, or that I have text on this one. But maybe I wanted to do draw instead. I can go over here to the draw option, and it's going to populate. Sorry, my computer's a little slow, and their cute little pear guy kind of dances around. And now it says you can draw anywhere on the slide. Okay, so you go through, and if you want students to be able to interact with the text on the slides, then that is how you do it. You can do multiple choice, you can do numbers, all kinds of fun stuff. But for now, I'm just going to show you on this how I want it. So you can see that I have done made almost all of the slides interactive. We're going to take our own Rorschach test in a little while, because Flowers for Algernon, that's what Charlie does. They are measuring his intelligence to see if they can use Charlie for a human experiment to see if they can create a superhuman from an adult who is 37 years old and who has an intellectual disability. Really great short story. But anyway, back to PearDeck. So let's say, all right, my kids are in here and I'm ready to present the lesson. So I click Start Lesson, and it is going to present this this screen. So if you want them, maybe you have a bunch of distance learners and you want them to just go through on their own, you can click Student-Paced Activity, and it will give you options to share. I'm going to do this instructor-paced activity right now. And it will show us a join code, hopefully in a minute. So you kind of wait, and you can like sing to the kids if you want. Okay, here it comes. So here is where they're going to enter joinpd.com, and then they enter that code. They don't need to put the space, okay? And it says waiting for students. Obviously, I don't have any students in here right now. And so they would enter that, and it'll tell you how many students you have down here. Now, if you want to join this with a teacher dashboard as well, you're going to do this. I have my iPad open, and I'll show you that in just a minute, okay? One of the great things that I like about PearDeck is that the anonymity that PearDeck offers for the kids. Like, so if I said show responses, it's saying waiting for responses, but it would start populating kiddos' responses right here. I'm going to end this, and I'm going to end without naming. And I'll show you one of my PearDecks that actually has some responses on it. So if I went to, we'll go to PearDeck.com. Let's see, and it's going to ask me to log in. So teacher login. And so I'm already logged in. There's my email address. And so I'm going to go to my sessions because we just did this yesterday. So it's still loading my sessions. Okay, so there's my sessions from yesterday. So I'm going to click on that. And if I open the projector, then it's going to show the anonymous responses. If I open dashboard, it's going to show the responses with the student names. So I always project the anonymous responses because the kiddos are a lot more likely to be honest and open and vulnerable if their name is not attached. So I open the projector, but with the dashboard, I get on my iPad, or you could do this on your phone, and you can see who is saying what. So sometimes you get some ornery people that get a little brave, and they want to just say whatever they want to on their little slides. I had a kiddo do that during an observation at one point. And so it was really exciting. And so I got to figure out exactly who it was, even though his name was not up on the screen. All right, so then they would join there with that little code right there. And I'm going to show you the responses, okay? So how can people be intelligent? So here is their responses, and it will auto-populate in real time, okay? So here are a bunch of different responses, and I can say, oh, I really like how this person is listening, you know, having a capital letter, reading, being observant, thinking before you speak. And so really great ideas. And then as I start kind of going through and modeling that, the kids start to get a little bit more brave, and they all add to their little lists. Okay? So, but say a kid did say something like Stephen Curry. Now what do you mean by that? So I could lock their screens, and their little screens will turn black, except for their answer will be highlighted in white. And then all of a sudden it is Panic City, because whoever wrote the inappropriate thing is suddenly going, oh my gosh, here she comes. So anyway, and you can unlock their screens, hide the responses. The way to switch from this to teacher dashboard is right over here. So I can open dashboard in a new device, which is what I do on my iPad. And I can even scroll from slide to slide on my iPad. But I'm just gonna show you right now what it looks like to have a teacher dashboard open and their little names. So we can full screen this. Now I'm going to kind of scroll quickly because I'm not going to necessarily show their names. Okay, so here are all their names and how it's associated. So I'm going to go to a different one, but then it will show their names, and that's what it looks like on the iPad. All right, so it's really great. You can go in and actually give grades for this, but if you don't want to and you just want to make sure everybody's participating, that's the way to do it. All right, message me or email me if you have any questions about anything, and I will talk to you later.